Hello guys, and welcome back to part 13 of Let's Play Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Spyro for a Year of a Dragon, where today we are going to be doing Bamboo Terrace. Another level that I can't fully complete unfortunately because I need to unlock Bentley, but in a couple of parts we are going to be going back to that stage anyway, so it's not to worry. But anyway, here we are, departing for Bamboo Terrace. These loading times are so much quicker than Crash Team Racing. So here we go then.
Spyro, Rhinox have been harassing us all day. The workers haven't been able to harvest the bamboo needed for the whirligig to take you to Evening Lake. We've tried asking them to leave, but there's no reasoning with them.
Oh, so that's Ling Ling, which we're going to basically help them out by clearing out all the Rhinox. So this is actually quite a pretty cool level. I quite like the atmosphere to it. So it's sort of like in the clouds, sort of similar to say Cloud Temples or some other levels in Spyro 1. But it's like set in like China, which is like a theme I really like. Well, in fact there's quite a few Chinese themed levels in this game anyway, so like Fireworks Factory is another example of that. Now the China theming does look really cool. I mean, when I go to Chinese restaurants, I love like the theming, like the Chinese writing and the structures inside the building, the Chinese lanterns. Pretty damn beautiful. Let's speak to this guy real quick.
Pushing that boulder was hard work, but as soon as I've caught my breath, I'll return to collecting bamboo.
Of course. I know you can't speak to that one, of course, but you can flame them, but you can't hurt them. Now, I've always found that really funny, how you can like flame them, but I think in the original game, if you flame them, you basically just... nothing really happens. It's like the flame hits them, but it doesn't really do anything. But at least in this version, it kind of does. So that's at least one super cool thing. Right. Clear out the final Rhinox. But before we move on to the next part, there is a secret egg. And I pretty much like how we do all the teamwork together. That's kind of cute. Oh, what? Where did you come from? Ah, go out of the way. Now that does happen quite often. I'm not gonna lie, that is really kind of weird. I totally did not expect that. And I actually managed to make that jump for once, because usually I miss it first time and I have to try again. Then again, I am kind of mostly used to Spyro 1's gliding mechanic in the original PS1 version, where basically you don't charge, because obviously in that version charging actually makes it worse. So we definitely don't have to do it in this version. And oh crap, I missed an egg. Oh, it's there. So that's two eggs close together. Why is that then? I thought that was just the egg I just got, but obviously there's another one over there, so okay. So you can see the mountains and everything into the far distance, the patterns on the rocks. That's pretty cool. Now this is a level that I have not been able to explore as of yet. Well, I can explore it obviously, but I just haven't bothered to explore it yet, but I really should. Maybe I should do a stream where we explore levels using the infinite flying glitch, because I'd really like to know what's in like the far distance. Now apparently you can get to the minigames using this flying glitch, so that's definitely worth having a shot at. So I believe we've cleared out down here, and of course there is a wall here. You just simply charge through, and there are multiple lives hidden. Now I really am surprised that that is not a skill point. To be fair, that is pretty lame. I think it's an achievement though, or a trophy, so that's at least one good thing. And I do apologise, my voice is not the best today. In fact, you know, I'm just going to have a quick drink. Sorry for the big bang. Because I put my water bottle on the metal shelf and I keep hitting it every time I go to get a drink. I really need to think of something better. And there we go, that's nearly pretty much the level completed. That was pretty quick. Right guys, unfortunately I had to make a shortcut and I cannot remember what I was talking about originally, so that's actually quite hilarious, but hopefully I've not forgotten too much. Basically in this level there was like an infinite swimming glitch here. But it's like swimming in the air. But obviously in this version it does not work like you've just seen, so I don't even know why I bothered trying it, because obviously swimming in the air does not work in Reignited because the water physics are completely different. Because in the original Spyro games, the water was basically, well, Spyro 2 and 3 anyway. And I nearly died there, what am I doing? The water was basically just a plane, like a surface, like a trigger. So basically if you go under it, go through it, you can swim, and if you go back through it, it deactivates swimming. Sort of like that. Whereas in Reignited, it's a volume. So basically, whilst you're in that volume of water, you are swimming. So basically it does work a little bit different in Reignited as opposed to what it did in the original games. Hence why swimming in the air unfortunately does not work. Like in this stage, Summer Forest and Breeze Harbour, that was the main stages where you could get the swimming done. And oh, I've just remembered what I've just said. This is of course the end of a level already completed, so that was actually pretty quick.
Oh, the emergency escape bridge. Why didn't I think of it sooner? I shall activate it right away.
Oh yes.
We would be honored if you would accept this as a token of our appreciation.
At least it's not gratitude, like it says every single time in Spyro 2. And wouldn't it be awesome if actual humans could like somersault from birth like a dragon can? To all explorers, there is no Yeti here, and there never was. It's just a myth, as far as you know, the sorceress. Oh no, it is not. Now, there was the swimming in the air glitch where you could basically go behind all this rock wall here, and you could swim underneath where the portal is, and you could enter it. But, as I've said, unfortunately that does not work in Reignited, so unfortunately I have to resort to backtracking. Now, in the original game, I can definitely remember that you could skip into Sergeant Bird part of Molten Crater, you could skip into this part, but as for Fireworks Factory, I'm not too sure if you can. Because if you could, that'd be a skip for all characters, but I'm not exactly too sure if it works like that. You'll have to let me know in the comments, because if there's a skip for the other two, surely there's got to be a skip for this last one. And I am going the long way around, I'm going through the stage all over again. Like, why am I even doing this? Oh, it's just there. So, it was not as bad. And surely all these pandas must be uncomfortable by now, just stood on top of each other's head for so long. And the flame does not attack them, like I was on about in the original games, so... Oh, and of course, how did I miss that Rhinoc there? You sneaky little... And no, I'm not going to say any swear words this time. No, it's enemies spawning back, so... yeah. So I believe there's one more vase to break. We say vase. I know in America they say vase, if I'm not mistaken. I suppose it depends like where you're from though, because obviously different parts of the UK say different words, or words differently, so it is kind of interesting, this whole dialect thing. It actually has got me thinking, so here we go, yes.
Thank you ever so much for opening the emergency bridge, Spyro.
Oh yes, so there you go then, you're very welcome. So now we're going to do this last challenge. Now I believe the rest of the eggs are going to be in this section here. I'll just go check that. Yep, they've got to be through there, so yeah. I'm sure I remember being on an 11 number anyway, so... Anyway, here we go with the minigame, so wish me luck with this. This can usually take multiple attempts, so... And I love how Spyro like looks down when he's stood on the edge. I haven't actually pointed that out yet. So here we go. Let's speak to Panda.
Please help us, Spyro. My
Should we?
friends are trying to go home after a long shift in the fields. Those rotten Rhinox keep knocking them down. Can you save the Panda Workers?
Heck yeah.
Please hop aboard. Make sure to toast the Rhinox, but not my friends.
You bet, as Spyro says in Spyro 1. So here we go. Wish me luck with this. Now in the infinite flying glitch, if you get to this part, you actually find out the water is shallow. And oh my goodness, these controls are so weird because I've got them on invert. Because the last time I played this was in the original. So it does of course feel totally different. Yes. Oh no 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 no.
I'm sure you would succeed if you were to try again.
How did
Please
that
help
happen?
us, Spyro. My friends are trying to go home after a long shift in the...
How the heck did that even happen? I'm sure I shot a Rhinox, but I must have accidentally shot a Panda Worker. No. Right. This time I'm going to do a lot better. And I keep hearing the noise in this stage as part of the music, and it actually makes me think that there's a phone ringing. Now, how did that even happen on the last time? You know what, I'm going to actually go and watch that back later on in my Let's Play part, because I'm sure there was not even a Panda Worker there, so I have no idea what I even hit there. Oh, now this is a tricky part where they all start falling from the sky. Now this part of the challenge is pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. You've just got to be careful where you aim. And I've got to remember that my analog stick is inverted. No, 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 no!
I'm sure you... Please help us.
How do I keep hitting the... How do I keep hitting pandas instead of Rhinox? That my analog stick is inverted. No, 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 no. This challenge is annoying, and as I did warn you, it does take quite a few attempts. And there may not be much talking in this because it does require quite a lot of concentration. And also in this version, in case you haven't noticed, for some reason, the bridges stay drawn open. I don't know if they're doing the original, thinking about it, but that's kind of weird how the bridges stay open after the first pass. And I'm not going to deny it, but these villages are quite beautiful. You know, it's like little Chinese villages, like surrounded by a lake. Or Japanese. Is it Chinese or I think it's Japanese actually, thinking about it. My mistake. So I keep confusing the two. Obviously anything Asian really. So but either way it's quite beautiful, so doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong. Die. Thank you. So now I need to just take these last two down, come on. I've got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. Yes!
Please take the shiny egg. It will bring you good luck. So
So now what we're going to do is just exit the stage because that was actually a pretty short level. And what the heck happened there? My controls just all glitched out. Like Spyro, why does Spyro keep losing controls? I'm sure it's only recently this game started glitching in terms of controls, but I could be wrong. Yeah, but that's a new thing you've learnt today, guys. Basically, the water is now a volume instead of a plane in Reignited. And I just fell off again just to prove it. Because obviously I have plenty of lives, so I'm not afraid of losing any. So there we go, guys, that is it. Bamboo Terrace fully completed. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh no, oh, I forgot an egg. Oh, it's a good job I saw that. I thought I fully had the stage completed, but obviously not. What? Right, he can change directions from where you approach him, but he like runs around the whole stage. Now this is probably the most interesting egg thief chase in the whole game. So here we go, Pee-wee. That name absolutely makes me laugh. That is actually pretty funny, so yep, there we go. Bamboo Terrace. Fully completed for now. Obviously, we've got to come back to this stage to get the smash to the mountaintop one, but which should be pretty easy to do. Once we have Bentley, that's the character. Why am I mixing all the characters up? There's so many playable characters, but I always keep mixing them up. So once we get Bentley unlocked, we can come back to this stage, which I'm guessing will just be maybe 2 or 3 parts from now. I could be wrong, but yep. So there we go.
Let's head on over to the whirligig.
So already, we are ready to fight Spike, which we won't be doing until the next part, but before we do that, we are of course going to do the Speedway, which I'm going to go to right now, because then at least that will be out of the way, because obviously, if you remember from the last world, I did the Speedway and the boss both together, because they are both pretty short, so I don't want parts to be too short or too long, so I kind of find that a good way to balance it out. So anyway, here we go with Country Speedway, which we'll be doing in the next part, along with Spike. So, of course, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this part, and I will indeed see you all in part 14, where we do Country Speedway and Spike.